And we're live. Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Talk Now live with Max and Larry, and of course Patches. So grateful that you are here with us today on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday evening. Max, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. Glad to be here. Glad to be able to do part 2 of this CTN special for you guys. And then on top of that, we have some other info in regards to Quant, XRP, and also XDC. So it should be a good show.
It sounds good. All right, I'm looking forward to it. Let's go into the comments, and then we will talk a little bit about the network overall, and then get into the news with Max. Crypto for shizzle, my nizzle, McDrizzle. What is up? Yo, aka Michael Cornwell. Glad to see you again.
Hey,
oh my goodness. Daylight savings time. That's right. We spun the clocks back 1 hour, correct?
Yeah, I'm actually 2 hours behind you. So for me, I went from being 3 hours behind you and the rest of Eastern Standard Time and so on. But since Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings time, to the exception of like the Navajo Nation, basically it kind of threw everything in a loop, because I mean our clock doesn't change, but then everyone's like, well, in the thumbnail it shows that you're doing the show early, and I'm like, I am, and I'm like, oh yeah, because when the West Coast changes their daylight savings time, then they become an hour behind Arizona. It's a weird thing. We literally half the year or 2 hours behind Eastern time, and then the other half of the year 3 hours behind. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit like the Bermuda Triangle or something like that. Just like time gets lost. Max is saying Arizona doesn't observe it. All right, so we got clarification from Max is here. Selmo Fudd, the original OG of OGs. Just my thoughts. You should have had Edward Vincent fill in the gap for entertainment. But thank you for that. Thank you for your feedback there, Selmo Fudd. Welcome, everyone. Z, a.k.a. the Brad Pitt of crypto, is here. Strong. Glad to see you again. Legrand Commission. So grateful that you're here. Glad you're here. We're going to have a great meeting tonight with everyone in Discord. If anybody wants to join us, it's going to be a good one. Juan C. Baragan, somebody new, Drizzy. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you are here. And Max, go ahead and tell everybody to give what you always say, the warm welcome. You say it better than I do.
Yeah, so Juan, thank you so much for being here. Haven't seen you before. I would like to basically give you, of course, the warm CTM welcome. Consider changing your avatar that you have, that little circle to the left, to something that speaks more about who you are and what you're about. And if anything, hopefully we end up being your go-to platform, or at least one of them, in regards to live crypto news and updates. So guys, if you haven't done so already, please give Juan C. Baragon your CTN warm welcome.
Go ahead and put your hands together for Juan, please. Shibnobi Roger that. Hello, everyone. Cannot stay long. Our migration site went live, so helping others with migration in our global chat. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for the heads up on that. I'm gonna have to figure out how to migrate my V1 to V2, so I'll be looking for that as well. Raj, thank you for that.
Sounds like he's running the Telegram group over there at Shibnobi. Tim Shea says, hey, because that's what Tim Shea says. Brittany, I can never pronounce her name right. Pronounce her name for me, Max, please.
Briltony.
Okay, welcome back. I believe that she's a friend of Edward, so glad to see you here. Happy Sunday to everyone that's out there. Let's get the blood.
Yes, thank you. Hello to you too.
Glad you're here. Bitcoin BMW says howdy because he's from Texas. Tim Shea is saying hello to everyone, of course. And driving. Edward is driving. He says, woo. All right, how about that? And here you go. Salamander in space, the XDC commander, of course. He says hello, almost 8,000 members. Yeah, that's great. We're glad about that for YouTube for sure. But guess what? We are beyond YouTube, as you guys know. Of course, you guys know. But for those of you that perhaps are new to the show, check out CryptoTalkNow.net. You'll be glad you did. You can go ahead and download our free app right on here, and you'll be the OGs of the OGs of the OGs, because there's this is maybe almost 2 weeks now. I don't even remember, but it's going to be approved soon on the Apple Store and also on Google Play. For those of you keeping score at home, that's about 3 billion people would be exposed to, 3 billion users. So we're excited about that. One of the things I really like is the creators tab. It's got everything on there as far as crypto content creators. Mostly they're YouTubers. There's Maria, of course, Larry and Max, Chaka, all these people in here. But we're adding more and more people. It almost seems like every day. Of course, you can earn some crypto. Click on these links here, and you'll get some referral money, and we'll get some help too to support the network. There's crypto news. We talk about that, trading, live charts, CTN channel. If you want to watch the show here live, Max and Larry show, for example, you don't have to go anywhere but here. You don't even have to go on to, hold on one second, CTN channel. This is the live charts. You don't have to go onto YouTube. You can just watch it directly from here. So there we are watching ourselves. The NFT collection, of course, people backed by popular demand want to talk about it at least. Patches, your lovable crypto family friendly dog is here. The exclusive first ever CTN collection. And we're going to give one away today, right, Max? Are we going to, do you have access to the wheel, or is that just with Edward?
That's just with Edward, because I'm done doing that because of what happened originally. So if you want to get on it, you can get on it, but I don't do that no more. Somebody else.
Yeah. I didn't really like the wheel thing either. I'm just going to do the quick trivia question because it's pretty straightforward and easy to understand. All right. So Brian Dowie says, Larry, you buy any XRP yet? I thought about it actually in the last couple of days, but I did not. My time was taken up a lot by my children. For those of you who don't know, I get my kids every other weekend. So it's when they come, it's a little bit difficult. So this weekend we spent a lot of time going out. We actually saw a movie called Lyle Crocodile. It was actually a good movie. It was animation. So it was the first time I've seen a movie with my kids probably maybe 3 years. It's been a long time. I was glad to spend time with them in that fashion. Shibnobi Raj, it is easy, Larry and Max. Watch out for scammers. Get Addy in our global chat, please, to be safe. Remember, use admins. That the admins never chat with you first. Thank you. And then Tim Shea is saying hello to everybody, of course. Moving through. We're going, and that's on CZ versus SBF, Bitcoin BMW. I'm not sure what, do you know what the reference is there, Max?
No, I'll be honest with that. I mean, I've been trying to keep up to date with a lot of things that have been happening today. I must have missed that one. I apologize.
Crypto for shizzle, my nizzle, McTrizzle, McDizzle is laughing, of course. Z. First person to retweet your next Crypto Talk Now post could be the winner of the NFT next. Oh, by the way, we didn't say what you have to do to qualify. One thing you have to do just to be entered in is, well, there's two things. You have to obviously be on the live show. We give it away if you're here, right? And then number two, we'll just go back to the homepage here. Bear with me 1 second. You have to go to crypto. Sorry, I just kind of fat fingered that. You have to go to cryptotalknow.net, of course, and you have to download our app. So you do have to actually have the app on your phone. You have to download it. We'll take your word for it. Just tell us that you downloaded it. I mean, actually, you know what? We can go and see. We can just simply go in here and look at the members. And I'm not sure exactly where it is on the website, but on the app, it's pretty clear. You can see who exactly is joined. So we'll just verify that you've already downloaded the app. That's your entry, so to speak. Obviously, there's no purchase to enter, but you will get a chance of winning one of these NFTs tonight. And then the next couple of days, we'll send it to you. Legrand will send it directly to you. So thank you. Hello, Maximus. Crypto for Sizzle, my Nizzle, McDizzle, McTrizzle.
Hello, Mike. Good to see you.
And Salamander Space says, yes. Cool. All right. Legrand Commission, retweeting the live show to enter the giveaway is a good idea. So what we can do is we'll do it. I'll show you this right here. See, present. We still have it here. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me. I'm going to click this button on Twitter. And so the live show automatically pipes through here. You can see the live show right here. It is the, well, this is, my prediction about the bull run, right? But underneath the pinned tweet is the first tweet. And that actually is the live show. So you can go ahead and take this right here and retweet it. I'll actually retweet it right here. Not that I'm entering the contest, but just to show you guys how to do it. Let me take this away. Just simply click on these double arrows here, one going one way and one the other. And that, of course, is retweeting, and retweet it. And so we'll do two things today. We'll make it fun. You have to retweet the tweet on Twitter, and then you have to download the app on cryptotalknow.net. So it's pretty simple to enter. And you have to obviously be on the live show. Let's be fair. 18 beautiful people here. There's no better looking crypto audience in crypto than this audience. Grateful that you guys are here. If you would hit the like button, appreciate that. Let's see. Tim Shea, and wanted to make sure it was up. Heard there was issues. Rafael Santos. Hello, Sir Max and Sir Larry.
Hello, Rafael. Good to see you tonight.
All right. So thank you. Everyone saying hello. There's one more person here just said hello. Hi there, Larry and Max. Hi. Tim Shea as well. Good day to everyone. All right. Good day to you guys.
Good day to you, Joyce.
All right, Max. What's the first segment you have for us today in terms of news?
Well, it's part 2 of the crypto boom cycle. On top of that, of course, like how we always start our shows, we do want to recognize the overall crypto market, what's going on with that. So let's get right into that. So here you go. This comes straight from CMC. I mean, it is the overall crypto market did drop down to 1.03 trillion. I was expecting to have a slight pullback and so on, and these things are to be expected. I still feel as though that we will be entering into a bull market and so on. Basically getting into what is referred to as this crypto boom cycle, if you will. So let's take a moment, of course, to look into this. Shiba Inu and Doge are still trending. As you can see right here, Chili's is up 6%. I still feel as though the reason why this is still like just ticking up literally almost daily is because of the whole thing with, the World Cup coming up at the end of the month. Even look for Algorand because of their FIFA partnership and so on. So in regards to the 1 hour chart, Litecoin, Axie Infinity are up there. Polygon, right? Really doing well, especially on that 1 hour chart, and even for the 7-day chart, right? So that's what's going on with that. And give me just a second. There's of course a few of these other ones. But let's get into my particular watch list. And some of these we mentioned before. Fala network out of nowhere, literally, I think really takes the cake. I'll just show you guys that real quick. Now, this is ranked 255th. And on top of that, I mean, if you look at where this area, right? So, for instance, back in, I guess you could say like, the first all-time highs for many projects was May of 2021. You had Shiba Inu, quite a few other ones, right? And for Fala, this was up to $1.23, but Fala kind of held its own, like past, I don't know, I guess you could see in that dollar range from March and so forth. But as we know, we had, of course, this particular day, and May 12th, which was my birthday, we had the depegging of UST. Everything that happened with Luna affected the overall crypto market big time, right? So there was this big crash from, of course, sitting at $1.23 and whatnot, right? We all know the history behind it. But then this thing tanked, of course, down to 10 cents and even lower, even below 10 cents, right? And this, throughout all of summer, just kept tanking, holding this time period, and then boom. October 12th, this thing took off between the 12th and the 15th back to about 34 cents. So that's huge for this. And so for people that recognize this particular one, I would say they did very well. If you want to look more into Follow, I'm not endorsing it by any means. It's not official financial advice, but they are on quite a few legit, centralized exchanges, right? Binance, KuCoin, Kraken, OKX, you name it, right? So I think it's still one to kind of look more into. Bigger things could happen, but I think especially those who got into it, let's face it, man, and recognize this below 10 cents. It was wow, right? Have I done my research more on Fala and done deep dive? No, I have not. If you are familiar with this, maybe drop a comment. Let us know what you think about that. All right, kicking it into the part 2 of this particular CTN special. So here's the thing, right? These things all happen, for instance, in these cycles. And what I want to show you basically is just that the 4-year Bitcoin cycle. Now, again, this is, originally written back in 2019, but it still applies to even right now because we do see these 4-year cycles basically happening. Second. And on top of that, like it mentions, the adoption cycles of Bitcoin, you could basically apply that to, the overall crypto market in general, because let's face it, Bitcoin and Ethereum do what? They represent 81% of the overall crypto market cap. So it says not many people know about the Bitcoin cycles, and hence why I want to bring this info to you, especially if you're not aware of these particular cycles. It says right here, it's very interesting to see how the exact same 4-year cycle is basically continuing to grow naturally. On top of that, some people may think that this cycle is meaningless. It's not. If anything, it should be a reflection point for you moving forward to kind of have an idea of what's going on with the market. I mean, think about this, right? If you could understand how some of these cycles work and you've been in crypto for a while, you probably already expected some of the crazy things that have happened in this 2022 bear market, right? So it says either way, not learning about these types of cycles may cost many people potential gains. And I think that is the key thing I want you to take away from this, right? So, a lot of people, let's face it, who are new to crypto, maybe it was in 2021, right? You did very, very well. We went into the bull market of last year. And then towards the end of that bull market, right? Like, December and so on, going into 2022, that started to fall, but you felt as though, because you weren't aware of these particular cycles and so on, that no, this is just a pullback. We're going to have the next boom cycle or bull run, right? And that didn't happen. Why? Again, recognizing these particular cycles. So that's the reason down why, for instance, an asset that follows the adoption wave, why we got to follow that so closely. But yeah, just like it mentions right here, we can see that after every 4-year cycle, cryptocurrencies get more recognition and adoption while the fundamentals are becoming stronger. Now, I want to state this, and that is this particular point. Don't get it twisted. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's the adoption from a retail point of view, right? What we're about to see going into 2023, especially by March, is the adoption of crypto when it comes to, for instance, the big financial sector, central banks and so on. And I think if anything, that's how we achieve market caps that exceed the $4 trillion market cap that we saw back in that last bull run. And if anything, I think that's where people don't quite have grasped it. Maybe a lot of our audience has grasped it. But my point is, I think in general, people just can't fathom the idea of us getting past like even the $10 trillion market cap and so on. Some people think that that's not going to happen until like 2030 and so on. I think it definitely happens, especially when that switch gets turned on and the influx of not just trillions of dollars, but literally quadrillions of dollars are being funneled through the financial sector on a monumental scale. A little bit more in regards to this 4-year Bitcoin cycle. It says one of the previous 4-year cycles was from the end of 2014 to the end of 2018. We'll get more into it, for instance, how Legrand eloquently has mentioned the whole thing from 2020 and how that went on and so on, and how we may be going into the start of this next bull run or this particular boom cycle. But like it mentions, we can divide this 4-year cycle into 2 parts: 3 years of a bull market and 1 year of a bear market. Are we done in that particular year? Was this the particular year, as in a bear market for 2022? Well, you can kind of draw your own conclusion, but it definitely has the indicators that may be the case right here. Like I mentioned before, explaining the cycle, we need to factor in human psychology, as people in their nature are greedy and often get involved in this industry only because of the high volatile price movement. Perfect example, whether you're for the guy or not, right, is a GCR trader, right? We did a recent piece on it. By the way, check it out in the recorded. By the way, put out 3 recorded videos today, XDC, Quant, and Bone. But the point I want to mention is on that last LUNC Classic video, it highlights just that. He was a guy that basically was hated upon by all the LUNC Classic community, and now He's gotten some respect, but at the end of the day, he didn't let his quote unquote crypto emotions of being attacked and so on affect his play on how to handle his position. He went from literally shorting it to longing it, but that's another story. So for instance, it says the first 2 years of the cycle, the first 2 years is crucial, right? So in regards to cycles, so for instance, that's when you usually see price that will consolidate around one level and stays there for the prolonged period of time. This period may be boring. Let's face it, it is. But to endure, and also as a result of that, the trend surfers and the media stop reporting on the crypto space. Let's take a moment to think about that. The media basically did just that. But when does the media love to report on things? When we're at the top of the mountain, right? All the way. And they always will continue to do that. Or if there's an extreme crash, then they'll hype that up, saying, you know, sell all your crypto, et cetera, et cetera. They will never tell you in the mainstream media that now is the time for buying opportunities. And hence why, let's face it, crypto, there's not a lot of crypto shows. You got to come to outlets like YouTube, Twitter, so on and so forth to get this particular news, hence Crypto Talk Now, right? So it says this is arguably when most of the smart money enters the market, while others are still in disbelief about whether this is truly a rally or not. Now, another key thing I want to reiterate is this, and we touched on this the other day with part one of this particular special, and that is the whole thing with the Bitcoin halving. That was a monumental time for Bitcoin. We're going to see another big event like this happen here soon, right? Going, I guess, well into 2023. I don't know if it's at the end, don't quote me, of 2023 and so on, but we will see it. And understanding the halving and so on, because if you got into Bitcoin before the original halving, for a lot of people who put in, like, you know, I should say a lot of people, like countless examples, guys who didn't even know much about crypto, but they took a chance, in this case, a gamble, not even understanding what was written in the Satoshi white paper, right? Not even knowing what a white paper was, but just thought, you know what? I'm cool with putting $1,000 into that. And then literally a few years later, waking up being multi-millionaires. So here it is, the Bitcoin halving. For every 4 years, the network goes through a process called halving. The algorithm rewarding miners with BTCs based on the amount of work they have done to solve what? A complex problem. Hence why Bitcoin is still a proof of work blockchain. Since its inception, Bitcoin has a present block reward, which after a certain number of mined blocks is being reduced. The current inflation rate, I guess, you know, back then, right, is 3.74% per annum, and after the next halving, the inflation rate will become, of course, like what mentions here, it's no longer the case, thus becoming lower than the central bank's target, of course, 2%. This acts as a shock to the supply of the digital asset. Now, a little bit more into this, I want to skip this part because it mentions, of course, last year's bull cycle, and I don't want you guys to get confused and think I'm literally referring to 2021. But the next thing I want to mention is in regards to the bear market. So the last year of the 4-year cycle, and if anything, draw your attention to is this going on as we speak? And I feel as though that it is going on as we speak. We even showed you that thing for the you know, where the level of fear was. If you haven't seen that, by the way, you know, check it out towards the end of the last particular video that we did for this special. But it mentions just that the bear market, the last 4 years of this particular cycle, this is the year where usually prices are falling steeply, and we have seen that, right? We've seen literally what is referred to as bottom or close to the bottom, especially when it comes to many of these different crypto projects. Countless examples: Clayton, down to 13 cents. Chili's down to right around that, you know, below 10 cents and so on. Heck, you guys seen it with Bone, right? Roughly around, was it 37 cents, and seen that go off. Countless different examples is the point. How about this? USTC, right? We saw that for well under a penny, and you saw where that got as high as at 7 cents, I believe, at some point. So really big things. So, you know, like it states, you know, we see volumes getting lower and exchanges making less profit, leaving them with less available funds for advertising. Badly managed projects either file for bankruptcy, or they're basically exit scams. We've seen that countless times, and there's a few that are ongoing scams, but they just won't come out and say it because they hope that somebody will dump in, a few $1,000s here, a few $1,000s there, and so on. And let's face it, even with some of those scams, I hate to say it, you could very well recover your money if you see a bull market. And then, if anything, seeing all-time highs for those particular ones, but knowing when to get out of those particular ones. A little bit more in regards to this, it mentions that during this time of the 4-year cycle, most of the projects are really starting to feel the urgency to deliver a product and capture as much of the shrinking market as possible. You've seen this countless examples where there's meme token projects and so on. I'm not going to mention the particular names, but like, we promise to produce this particular product, right? Whether it's, something that they are hyping up because they want the community to believe that this is the utility that is going to make them stand out for what they're trying to deliver. Whether they actually deliver on that or not is beyond the point. A little bit more, it states more companies start to accept Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as payment methods, further driving the adoption ahead. How about this for an example, right? What's going on with Ripple, right? The payment methods with that, with XRP, driving the technology. So, if anything, it's that. So you see what's going on, for instance, with Stellar and so on. Different payment methods, different utility, but getting, the transactions set a lot faster and more secure. So this last part says, of course, the cycle repeats on the 5th year and it starts all over again. This is not just being speculative, and this is not just throwing something out into the wind saying, well, this is what's going to happen. You're basing it on what? These particular cycles, because we have enough, I guess you could say, evidence to show that this is the cycles. This is how it happens. And as the saying goes, when in doubt, zoom out. So this is mostly due to, of course, like I mentioned, human behavior and psychology involved in the process. The complicated part comes when we dive deeper into the activity of the market and psychology. Markets are driven by humans, and of course, just that, their behavior. Now, if you're wondering about, for instance, why is Bitcoin so volatile? Yeah, we talk about, other ones and so on, like the altcoins. When Classic is extremely volatile and so on. But, for the purposes of understanding these cycles, you have to go with the big player of the group, right? Which is the number one crypto by market cap, which is Bitcoin, right? So why is it so volatile? Well, like it mentions, it says it's important that you understand the fact that it's a limited asset, as in Bitcoin. There's only 21 million to ever be created and so on. With the halving event, you have fewer and fewer of it going to circulation. And when we get to the next halving, it's going to be just that much more. And that's why I feel as though, even though Bitcoin doesn't offer the utility, it will still hold quite a bit of value. Do I still believe that, Bitcoin will get dethroned from that number one spot and be temporarily like an altcoin? Yeah, I'm still going to go with it. But I'm also recognizing that with the next halving and understanding circulating supply and so on, it's safe to say that that's going to create that much more supply and demand through scarcity, because you're literally having less of that circulating supply. And that also entails understanding more about market cap, understanding more about total supply, max supply, and if anything, the big one, right, circulating supply. To gain a broader view of the situation, you need to compare, of course, Bitcoin's market capitalization to some of the other traditional assets. So here's an example. Let's compare in tiny market cap to that of gold. This is always something that has been thrown around and mentioned quite often. The one asset that is mostly compared to is, for instance, Bitcoin's market cap, which you see right there, but we can apply it to like right now, right? So the gold market cap would be around 7 to 8 trillion. And that's a good example and a good comparison. Now, in regards to the whole topic of, like I just mentioned earlier, about supply and demand, here is a great example. As mentioned earlier, Bitcoin has a limited total supply of 21 million with a circulating supply of around 18 million at the moment. Currently speaking, it's like roughly around, I think it's like 19. I could be off on that, but I think it's right around 19 as a million. Therefore, this is making it one of the most scarce assets on the planet. What's even more scarce than that, guys? I think you already know, right? Quant. And quant provides the utility. Hence why we refer to it consistently as being the Bitcoin of the ISOs. All right, explaining the demand. Here's a little bit more in regards to that. So if you're not aware of this, it's important to understand some of this. So demand is decided, of course, like I mentioned, by the market, which is driven by the people. If you have a lot of people going to exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, and so on to buy Bitcoin and whatnot, the buyer demand is more than the seller's quantities. What's a perfect example of seeing what's going on with that? Literally XRP. You saw some exchanges literally run out of XRP. That's a perfect example of supply and demand, right? Keeping up with that demand. And then if anything, those are what we refer to as good problems, right? It may not seem like a good problem for you if you don't have any XRP, right? Because then it kind of creates some of that fear. But if anything, it drives up the price because of the demand. Just like it mentions literally right here on the next sentence. In regards to me explain more about how that supply works and so on. This is a pillar of the volatility that we witness basically right now. This is also a pillar for stability in the future. The simple ratio is basically just this. As the more people want to get hold of the likes of Bitcoin and other ones, less and less of it will be for sale. Think about that. You can compare that to, for instance, to the likes of Quant or any other crypto asset that provides not necessarily like utility, right? Because Bitcoin doesn't have the utility, but understanding market cap, total supply, circulating supply, and so on. There's this particular part that we'll get into. We showed you on the previous show about what is referred to as the cheat sheet. I highly recommend looking more into it. I don't want to put a little bit more emphasis into it because a lot of you guys already seen it and so on, and I want to keep the flow going here. But like it mentions, it says in the beginning, you will always find people disbelieving. And that's absolutely true, especially when it's somebody who doesn't even know about crypto and they heard bad things about it, right? I even have one of my neighbors referring to crypto as it's just all a gamble, not understanding that, yeah, some of it is a gamble, but there's a lot of it that's also legitimate investments. Right? I can't officially give you official financial advice, but one thing I can always tell you guys is to always do more of your own research. So again, like we mentioned, it's about the whole thing of people disbelieving, just like we saw with the multiple dismissals of Bitcoin in the past few years. The sentiment gradually changes, leading to a slow building euphoria. A proper example is the bull run in 2017. And I think this part is crucial. So if anything, if you're just tuning into CTN, listen to this. With the FOMO created, everyone tried to jump on the bandwagon and get a hold of this scarce digital asset as in Bitcoin. Of course, after such a hype cycle, let's face it, it was, we always see big corrections. This is bound to happen when the prices get overboard and way ahead of the actual development or adoption. After correction occurs, the sentiment changes from positive to anger and depression. You literally saw that in what was referred to as that market cheat sheet. Yes, that example was used for the stock market, but the same does, or currently speaking, applies to the likes of crypto. The sentiment changes from positive to anger and depression, sometimes after people forget about their bad fear of missing out, aka FOMO, and experience and are basically ready to try that asset again. And that is, again, part of these particular cycles. We will, of course, just take a brief moment and then we'll kick it into the comments because I want to keep this flow here and keep your attention on this particular subject. Now, shout out to Legrand Commission. I'm going to state right here. You can watch this video in its entirety. It's called What is the Next Bull Run? Which is Cuando es el próximo bull run? And this is on Crypto Talk Hablamos, formerly known as Hablamos Crypto Ahora. And you can go there and subscribe if you want. But this particular part is the last part of this part 2 of this CTN special that we brought to you. This part is only about 5 minutes, but I fast forward to this particular part because I think it highlights what I was basically presenting to you. So let me do a stop share if you can actually hear the sound real quick, and then we'll kick it right back into that because if anything, it is crucial to understand while wrapping up this particular segment how this all works. So here we go. And again, shout out to Legrand Commission for doing a really, really good job of pointing this out. Guys, he was like practically spot on when it comes to this. So, and I think he he will continue to be. If anything, this might go viral at some point, especially going into this next boom cycle. So here we go, and then we'll be right back.
But there's another cycle. The one that every 4 years. Now, if we go all the way back here, before the very beginnings of Bitcoin, this is 2013. 2013. All-time high. You see that little peak? That little peak before we after we start turning green, that we went from $120 to like $800. That was like 4x. Okay, that's 2018. That was the first bull run for Bitcoin. Now, from this bull run in 2013, it took all the way to 2017. All the way to 2017 for the big bull run to occur again. That's a 4-year cycle. Now, we did have from here, we have up and down. The thing is, you don't really see it. Up and down, 200, 300, 400, 600. But you do see that then we started getting into the bull run in 2016, like I pointed out before, all the way to 2017. That was a 4-year cycle. Now, from 2017, remember, 2000, we went from 2013 here, the first bull run. We went to all the way here, 2017 for the next bull run. And then we went from 2017 to 2021. That was the next bull run. Every 4 years, 2013, first bull run. 2017, the next one. 2021, the next one. The peak of every single bull run has been every 4 years for Bitcoin and for everything else that follow, right? But we also do have the cycles of every 2 years. And this is my belief that it's about to happen. Right now, when October, November, it always happened, like I pointed out. Over here, the first one was 2016, late 2016. And we pump all the way into the next year. Again here, 2020, 2018, 2016, 2018, 2020, and now we're in 2022. October, November 2016, October, November 2018, October, November 2020, and now we're in October 2022. And let me tell you something. Last bull run, 2020, that I experienced myself, I was already in crypto. People were saying everything was going to crash. We're going to have a bigger crash. Listen, nobody really knows. But I can tell you something. According to the chart, according to the historical chart of Bitcoin, there's a big chance, even though the sentiment is really bad, even though the economy was really bad. Listen, don't forget that the last bull run happened in the middle of the pandemic. There hasn't been anything else bigger in this earth than the pandemic. And even though we were in the middle of the pandemic, we still had a bull run. So listen, I want you to make informative decisions. And I don't want you to take the bull run out of the question. Because according to the chart, there's a big probability that the next bull run is about to start. Are we going to go from 19,000 that we are right now to 70,000 next month? No. Because it had never happened like that. But if those start growing, and it starts showing going up, higher lows, higher highs. And remember, it has always taken from 6 months to a year to hit the peak, all-time high for the bull run. So it could be 6 months from now, October, November. It could be up to a year. But I do have a feeling that the next bull run is about to begin. If it hasn't begun already, listen to me. So be prepared. And this is no financial advice. But if you haven't accumulated what you want to accumulate for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Luna Classic, XRP, XLN, XDC, HBAR, you name it, Polygon. Everybody has different cryptos that they like. Cardano, you name it. Solana, you name it. In my personal opinion, you don't have much time left, because a lot of people are waiting to catch the bottom. And listen to me, 99% of the people miss the bottom, and they say when did they miss the top. So it wouldn't be a bad idea, and this is what I'm doing in my personal life, to accumulate and to buy before the next bull run. Again, this is the Legrand with this small short video teaching you about the cycles. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to CTN. So this is CTN en español, and we're gonna have the translation for this video. But I know we have English speaking people listening to us, watching our videos. So I wanted to point this out, and I'm gonna start going live pretty soon. I have a busy life. I have other things that I do, businesses that I run.
All right, so there you guys have it. I really hope that you have enjoyed, and if anything, got a lot out of this in regards to this particular CTN special, which is referring to, you know, the crypto boom cycle and understanding the market, how it moves in these 4-year cycles, whether you're a new investor or even a seasoned veteran. So thanks so much for that. I'm going to go ahead and kick it back to my co-host Larry, and we're going to get right into the comments.
Before we get into the comments, guys, I just wanted to let you know to get in on the giveaway. All you have to do is just, of course, download the app if you haven't already. And also, we're adding in tonight just to retweet our live show, which is going on right now on Twitter. You can see it here under Crypto Talk Now 21. It is the first tweet underneath the pinned tweet. And so far, the ones that qualify are, of course, Tim Shea, because he likes to get in all the comments. I see Cheese follows a lot of what we do, and I don't know if Cheese ever makes a comment on here, but he also retweeted it. So it's Tim, Cheese, Legrand. I mean, I don't know if he wants to get, he did create the NFT, so I don't know if he wants to be in the contest or not. I'll let him decide. Rafael Santos, and of course, I'm not going to be in it. But yeah, this is the way to get in on this, to win a Patches NFT, your crypto family friendly dog. Now let's get into the comments and see what everyone's talking about. Salamander in Space is too sexy for his shirt. Too sexy for his shirt. Rafael Santos. Crypto is red again. Laugh out loud. All right. Your crypto doom and gloomer is back. This time in the form of Rafael Santos. Bitcoin, BMW, Binance dumping 500 million FTT tokens. Because Sam, that's the FTX exchange token. Because Sam Bankman tried some sneaky stuff. All right. When I say meow, you say meow, because we're trying to get some more comments. Meow, meow. All right. There they go. Meows are in the chat, and I think people are barking too. Joyce is back, and she says FXT. Yes, Joyce. All right. Drop some comments, please. Salamander Space dropping a bunch of stuff. You guys can drop emojis too. That's really cool. Hello from Texas. Don't mess with Texas. Salamander in Space. Patches is repositioning himself. Hopefully he is being a little more modest. XDC Commander has spoken to the moon. Elaine is here. Hello, all, and how is everyone?
Hey, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Yes. Hi, Elaine. Yeah, okay. And I'm sorry. Briltony. BR. How about I just call you, it's easier for me. No disrespect. I'm going to call you Miss T. How about that? Bitcoin BMW. Isn't FTX the exchange and FTT the token, or am I mistaken? Do you know the clarification?
No, you're right. FTX is the exchange. Yes. They also happen to have, you know what? Yeah, you're right. FTT is the token. So you hit the nail on the head. You answered your own question. Good job.
All right. Good to see the ladies here, says Joyce. There's a lot of ladies in here tonight. You know, it's so wonderful to see, because I see some of the comments. The ladies are here. The girlfriends are here. The wives are here. And it's great because some of them are into crypto and others are just here to support their man that's into crypto. So it's great to see. There's some good spouses and girlfriends in here tonight. Hello, beautiful ladies, says Rafael Santos. And keep moving forward. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Please retweet the live show on Twitter if you haven't done so already to get into the giveaway for the Patches NFTs. Of course, Salamander Space saying hello to everyone. Look at that. Rafael Santos has retweeted it. And here is where you download the CTN app right here directly if you want. And if you don't follow the link, you could always go to cryptotalknow.net, of course. Salamander, where's Edward Vincent? I believe he's driving. And that
he said that he couldn't make it here tonight. So, but yes.
And that is what Miss D says. And there's 27 beautiful people. I know that there's beautiful people in the audience. You know what it is? The ladies are here and they're balancing out the men. Maybe there's some ugly men in the audience. I don't know. No, they're all beautiful people because they're watching the show. Everyone's beautiful inside. Now, 28 beautiful people here. If you would, hit the like button. And guess what? We got a super chat just came in. Thank you so much. And that is from Salamander in Space, the XDC Commander. You got to roll the dice to get a slice, Larry. You need to buy stuff. I love the XDC that Max did today on you today. Okay, the XDC.
Yeah, I did see that you commented, and thank you again, of course, for the $5 super chat. You've been killing it on the super chats and so on, and that's awesome, man. That you're now up to 825,000. Like you said, no risk, no reward. I will state this: I'm going to try to continue to put out as much XDC content as I can on a regular basis. As you guys know, everything that we do it's really a grind. But some of the key things that I found, and of course share with the team and so on, was that we do really well when it comes to, for instance, XDC. We've gotten a decent amount of subscribers with that. So it's basically going to be like this areas of focus. And of course, we're going to cover the ones that trend because, you kind of need to do that as a content creator. But, obviously Luna Classic, we were really getting a nice quant following, and why I'm trying to, have us be like, I guess you could say, the go-to platform for quant. XDC does well for us. Bone does well for us. If I made a video just specifically on SHIB, it's probably not going to go well for us because it's an overly saturated market, if you will, of content creators who report on that. But our niche would obviously be, for instance, like the likes of Bone. So basically ones like that. And then, of course, if I mention like the likes of Shibarium, that does pretty well. If I mix, like, for instance, XDC, but not just by itself, but like maybe with XRP, then that does okay. I want to do a little bit more Stellar Lumens, but when it comes to Stellar, they don't put out like a lot of daily updates, so it's kind of hard to do like a daily video on that. But I'm just to kind of give you guys an idea about that. Also, Ethereum Classic, we actually did get a decent following with that as well. So those would be the areas of focus, if you will. But thank you so much once again, Salamander, the XDC Commander.
Thank you. And Legrand Commission, you will be prompted to download the space through the Wix app. Once it's downloaded, you will be redirected straight to the CTN app. And of course, you guys are getting it ahead of being on the Play Store and, of course, Apple. Ricky, breaking news. Coinbase is going to list Luna Classic. That's a rumor tomorrow at 8 a.m. Thank you for that. Breaking news. Salamander in Space. Did Larry find... I thought about it. No, I'm going to tell you what's going on. So I can't say the project because they're going to be all upset. They're going to get their panties in a bunch or whatever they're going to do. They're going to get upset. They're going to go to another country. They're going to hide from me and all this kind of stuff. But I do want to get out of this thing. I want to get out of it, like maybe completely. But I'm down. So I want to get out of it. I'm going to take that and invest in the ISOs. I'm just waiting for it to recover maybe. I don't know. I'm being stubborn. And also, I'm looking for a little more pullback. But Legrand might be right. It's 99% of the time, it's difficult to, you can't time the market. I've been saying this since I was 24 years old. I used to do some financial planning for a little more than 2 years, mainly mutual funds. And we always used to say, diversify. You can't time the market. Don't invest in individual stocks, those types of things. And with crypto, it's the same thing. It's hard to time markets, but Larry's trying to do something that he preached against all those years. And that's, I'm trying to go off of my hunch, and that's still February of 2023 for the bull run. All right. Pulse Chain Hex Crypto PHEX EHEX Blockchain Notes is back. When the Hexicans and Crypto Talk Now come together, we will ride into the sunset. I added that part. Plays will be made. Cool Cat Crypto is here. Meow. He's got a duck sauce duck sauce, maybe, and
duck sauce.
Duck sauce. All right.
Oh, that or he's got his duck sauce, and then because he ate the duck, and then it's farting on me or you. Actually, maybe it's you because
there you go.
of the
And
beard.
then the
I don't know.
ducks. Who was telling me that they eat duck?
I eat duck.
They eat duck. All right, they eat duck.
I love duck.
Miss, I had duck a long time ago. Duck eggs are good too. Miss T is sheltering in place. Luna Classic on Coinbase. Bitcoin BMW. I believe the 4-year cycle will be interrupted by regulations this time around. Yes, thank you for saying that. Echo the same sentiment. I believe that there will be no more cycle at the end of what's going on here with these regulatory bodies coming in. It's going to break the cycle. The cycle of good things. Now it'll be like maybe almost like a cycle of abuse from the regulators. I'm just kidding. Joyce is here. So we could be looking for an upturn for BTC. Maybe so. Legrand was talking about that. Yoga Matt is back and he's doing some yoga perhaps. Luna Classic about to explode. Salamander in space. Coinbase needs balls. They need to grow some balls maybe. And if an exchange could grow balls and be interesting to relist XRP, well, it would be great if they did. I would definitely give access to more people to invest in it. XRP needs to defeat the SEC. And yes, that is happening according to my prediction in January. It has not happened yet. My prediction is still in play. I'm going to be pretty close. We're going to see what happens. I mean, I could be wrong, but, close is good. Tim Shea, hey, cool cat. And you know what? Yoga Matt is saying hello. And look, Brittany, Miss T, looking good, Patches. Yeah, Patches is a beautiful dog. He really is. Cool cat. Get you some G-Bex today, says Tim Shea. And Luna Classic to $1. B. Ricky predicting $1 Luna Classic and XRP $3. February 6, 2023, I'm predicting XRP to be at $2 or above. There you go, $2. Salamander, all right, all saying hello. Prediction time. Most coins won't be around by the next halving. Oh, thank God. I can think of a whole bunch of them I'd like to see gone. I hope it's none that you're invested in, but yeah, so we can keep going. Very lovely puppy he is, Miss T. And Rafael Santos, Blue Whale. Any link on the Coinbase link listing? Well, it's a rumor at this point. When I say meow, you say meow. Be Ricky. Just heard it today. Not for sure, but better safe than sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
Tim Shea. I heard Coinbase rumor too. Be careful who you guys are listening to. Let me just say this. Be careful. Be careful. Sometimes these guys do this stuff for views. Just be very, very careful. I make my predictions, here and there, but they're not like, I don't just come out. I mean, I don't like to talk about rumors. It's different between a rumor and a prediction. So I think it's irresponsible because it can, sway the markets. Be careful who you're listening to. I mean, because it could just be a made up thing. I don't know. Who knows? Joyce, Bitcoin BMW, want to elaborate on which ones you predict won't survive? A lot of them, it's hard to, it'd be almost impossible to list them all. Bitcoin BMW, what fun would that be? Long? Oh, look, they're saying low. Wait, hold on a minute. There she is. Missed a comment. April Cornwell says, hey, because that's what she says. Glad to see you here. And she said she had a long weekend. She's saying hello to all the ladies. And Salamander in space. May I make a recommendation? Max, do 5 minutes of reading news. Larry, 5 minutes on comments and so on. Just a recommendation. Still love the show. All right, thank you for that feedback, Salamander in space. April Cornwell, good. I deep cleaned my house and got a lot of outside mowing and lawn. Oh, wow. Look at that. So I hope that Mike is feeling better. I know Mike, I think he got into a four-wheeler accident, like a quad runner maybe. He flipped it or something, and he landed on a rock on his back. So hopefully he's feeling better. Because it sounds like he might want to do some yard work, but maybe he's not feeling good. All right, so just a guess. Miss T.
Yeah, hopefully he's doing a lot better.
April Cornwell is saying low. Us women are taking over. They are taking over tonight. It's something in the air tonight. All the wives and girlfriends are here. Joyce, doing well, thanks, hun. Yes, our girls are increasing the troops. The Crypto Talk Now Army. You know what? The men can stay home and eat. They don't have to fight because the ladies are here to. I guess they're actually troops or something. He's talking to you, Larry. Yes, he was. He's telling me about why I need to invest because you can't tell you guys. It's not financial advice. Yes. All right. And Joyce, my husband is horrified I'm into crypto. Oh, no. You're going to have to hold his hand and tell him it's going to be okay. I am only here to cheer the Hubs on. That's what I was talking about. It's wonderful to see. It really is, seriously. No matter what the man is into, the husband or the boyfriend, it's nice to see the lady support their man. I mean, it really is refreshing. All right, that's good. And Legrand says, that's not my real voice. I think he sped it up. All right, B. Ricky says, Oscar Ramos just said Coinbase rumor not true, but he doesn't know more than anyone else. Okay. I made it faster. And guess what? Michael Montclair is here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys, thank you so much, Michael. We have to keep plugging Michael because we want him to make us a song. We want him to sing for us in June in Miami. And guess what? We're going to do the contest right now. So, and we're going to play Michael's song, one of them. But first, guys, do us a favor. Would you just go ahead and retweet this if you can on Twitter? We've got 5 retweets. So I guess between Tim, I guess Tim could win again. You know, it's only fair. Tim, Cheese, Legrand, I think maybe want to disqualify himself. I don't know. And Rafael Santos. You let me know, Tim, if you want to forfeit your application or your entry. If you want to forfeit your entry into this contest and just let it be between Cheese and Rafael, let me know. And therefore,
did you refresh your page?
Yeah, I keep refreshing it. I'm trying to, let's see. We only have 5. Yep. Tim, Cheese, Legrand, Rafael, and me. So I'm out. Let us know, Tim, if you want to be in this one or not. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to play Montclair, and I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. We're going to just keep it that simple. And you guys have to guess the number, whoever is closest. If it's a tie or something, we'll just do another question. Whoever guesses the closest on the number between 1 and 10, but you got to be in this group of people. So you know what? You have to have retweeted this already. And I thought that Michael Montclair retweeted it. Why am I not seeing it? Is he maybe Cheese? No,
Cheese is Brian Dowey, man.
Yeah, Brian Dowey. Okay, Cheese is in.
You got to follow Michael Montclair on Twitter like I did.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. My bad, Michael Montclair. All right, you're in the contest because I know he said he retweeted it. MONTECLAIRE. Is that how it is? Oh, here he is. Follow Michael Montclair. You guys can follow him. Oh, holy cow. He's got a lot of followers. 11,000.
I was muted. Yeah, that's the right one to follow. He has 2 of them. That's the right one.
Yeah, look at that. Sharp looking guy. He wears a shirt and tie in a suit and tie.
So, yeah, he's included on that because he did share that. See that?
He's from Washington, D.C. Yep. There it is. Okay. There it is. Okay, great. Very good. All right, Michael Montclair, you are in the contest. All right, so I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10, and we're going to do a little customary thing. We're going to play his song, and by the end of the song, we're going to pick the winner. All right, so we have to play his song. We might skip a little bit ahead because it's almost 3 minutes, but you guys will get the flavor of it. All right, here we go. 1 to 10. Whoever guesses closest is the winner. But wait. I have to say this. Well, I have to share it as a sorry, I got to share it a certain way as a Chrome tab, then you'll hear it. And also, by the way, you have to have retweeted it and you have to have downloaded the app. Now, we'll be kind. If you won and you didn't download the app, you know, we'll do the honor system. You can just say, hey, you know, I'm going to download it a little bit later. You know, we'll still give it to you. I mean, we trust you, you know, we're amongst friends. All right, so we're going to blow this up and we're going to play Michael Montclair. This song is almost like Being in Love. We'll play maybe half the song. Here we go. And then we'll pick the winner.
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling. Could swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. All the music.
And we're going to stop it right there. That's a good place to stop. If you guys haven't followed Michael Montclair on Twitter, you can do so right here. I'm going to share the screen. Hold on 1 second. Let's just share it a different way. Share screen as a window. And go ahead and follow him at Michael Sing Jazz right there. 11,600 followers plus. And also on YouTube, of course, right over here at Michael Montclair. There's the spelling and everything on there. Thank you so much, Michael. And hopefully we'll get a song at some point down the road. We can talk about it, and it'll be great. Like an intro song. All right. So I'm going to go through the comments, and we'll get naturally to the answers between 1 through 10. And remember, guys, no cheating. You got to retweet. You got to download the app. Let's be fair. But if you give us your word that you're going to do it afterwards, we'll go off of that. And also, there's a couple days before you get it. Give us a little time to get the wallet and all that stuff. All right, they're all saying hello, and look at that. Miss T says hello. Is it me you're looking for? Lionel Richie, thank you. Bitcoin BMW community question: what you got into crypto? Okay.
What got you into crypto?
Community question. Oh, what got you into crypto? Okay, yeah. Everybody can answer that in the comments. That'd be great. B. Ricky, sounds like you normally would run. All right, and hey Tim, thanks. CTN, love the show. Always try to be here. Thank you, Michael Montclair. B. Ricky, a.k.a. Uncle Ricky. Blue Whale Ricky. I believe November after the election, we start pumping up. Yep. Joyce agrees with that, Ricky. And guess what? The Count of Monte Crypto. Oh, he changed it. It used to be the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. Yeah, I like that.
I like that. Yeah, but you know what? I almost said the Count of Monte Cristo like I normally do, and he changed it to, actually 4 words. I like that, though. The Count of Monte Crypto.
So keep your spot where you're at. Yes, hello, Count of Monte Crypto. Good to see you. We did receive a super chat from Michael Montclair with a 99-cent super chat. Thank you very much for that, sir. Appreciate it. And
thank you.
Yeah, you have a great voice. I really mean that.
I was letting someone listen to that today. I was actually a friend of mine, and then my children were listening to it. I was trying to explain to them who Frank Sinatra was. And I was like, this would be something that I listened to in the past because my parents listened to Frank Sinatra, my grandparents. And I had to explain to them, this is a beautiful voice. And they agreed, but it's just a different an era of music. But it was great voice. I mean, I'm so I'm kind of tickled pink about it. I don't know what the word is. I'm really wow, this guy follows us. It's really cool stuff. All right. Yeah. So it's all organic things. And maybe someday we'll have him come on the show if he wants to. Good evening to everyone. Always when they say gloom and doom, the market reverses. Yeah, usually how it goes. The opposite happens. Legrand says my name, Larry, and Joyce says great video, Legrand. Thanks. B. Ricky, Luna Classic is actually following Bitcoin now. Well, that's rare. It usually has a mind of its own. Michael Montclair is downloading tonight. Okay, good. You're in. We'll take your word for it, of course. B. Ricky, I think bringing Dokwon back is a step in the right direction for Luna Classic. Really? Is that what's happening, Max? Is there a rumor that they're bringing him back? Or is that just what B. Ricky's thinking that it should do?
I honestly do not know about that. I don't know. For me personally, I don't know if that's a good step in the right direction, personally. But I mean, if he was able to separate himself from it, and there's enough evidence to show that he had nothing to do with it. It's just he was a victim, I guess you could say. That's another thing. I mean, let's face it, guys. A lot of times we need to basically. I know some people don't want to use this term fact check things, but we do need to look more into the sources and so on. To see, a lot of people are on the bandwagon that he was a very guilty person because let's face it, everybody wants a scapegoat through the time of history. I mean, look at all the crazy events that happened in history. Pearl Harbor. There's always got to be the scapegoat, somebody, right? Point the finger at and so on. Is it the case with him? I really don't know. So my thing is this: if he is just that, and it's been confirmed that he's 100% just a victim and so on. I don't know, what can he really bring to the table? And if anything, does he have so much of a tarnished name, right, where it hurts the project? That's another big concern I have, because we always talk about positive catalyst. Is he really going to be a positive catalyst because of his knowledge, or does he have too much of a tarnished name that it would actually hurt them? I don't know. There's so much to say about that.
I'll go with the tarnished name. Yeah, I think it'd be. I don't know if it's such a great idea, but That's just my opinion. I'm entitled to it. And then LeGron says, no, just sharing for support. And Miss T says, sleepy Patches. Yeah, Patches is always sleepy. He's a very chill dog. Miss T is fine. BRL is fine. Brill is fine. Brittany is fine. Well, guess what? I'm going to choose. I'm glad you said they're all fine because I'll choose Miss T. It's easier. Whatever works. Yeah, B is back. Hi, guys. Thank you for being here. That's
no, I haven't seen you for a long time, B.
More than likely, that's the husband. Yes, we haven't seen you in a while, B. Bitcoin B&W, 18 days till you gotta face your family after shilling them 60,000 Bitcoin and 4,000 ETH. Enjoy that turkey. Yes, he's talking to you, Plan B. You drove everybody off the cliff, including Grandma that you went to go see for Thanksgiving dinner. You said, don't worry, Grandma. Come with me. Well, he's too old for a grandma. Come with me, Mom. We're going to go to, where are we going, son? Oh, we're all going to 100,000 Bitcoin. Oh, wait, I thought we were going to have turkey. No, don't worry about that. We're not going to even eat turkey. We're just all going to go in the bus. It's an old school bus. And we're going to just drive. But why are we driving off the cliff? Because the prediction was way, way wrong. It was just wrong. It's just, yeah, that's what happened. So now he has to go to Thanksgiving dinner and everyone's going to be like, aha, we remember what you said last year. Why should we listen to you now? But they won't do that. They have amnesia and there's a million people following them. Or maybe they're bots. Who knows? But Elon Musk will sort it out. All right. So there they go. And they're back. He's back. They are back, all of them. And he's done. He's retweeted it. Thank you. I'm eating a burrito, a Buxy's burrito. All right. How about that? Welcome, Edward Vincent, to the chat. Burritos are nice.
Good to see you, Edward.
The Count of Monte Crypto. I believe there's 4 stages in crypto. Each stage is about 3 to 4 years apiece. We are in the markdown. Accumulation is next, maybe 2024, 2025. Your thoughts? Well, I'm still going to go with my prediction, but I could be wrong. February, I'm only human, you know. February 14, 2023, precisely at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm, philosopher, that kind of thing. Don't worry about it. There'll be a nice big God candle at some point. It may not be that day, but it's just, it's going to be a little candle. It turns into it gets excited. The market gets excited, turns into a big, big green God candle at some point in that month. Now, I could be wrong because Maria says, I listened to Maria. She says 2024. Elon Musk agrees with her. I think she said it first, and then Elon came out with it. He must be watching our show or something. Max, what do you think? Latest on when you predict it doesn't have to be like a precise day. Like, what's a general sense as to when you think the bull run is happening?
I think it's going to start in 2023. I don't know precisely when, like January or February, but if anything, I see it happening. There's enough to show just that, like what we outlined to you guys and so on, whether it's the coverage from Investor Place, some of the signals you've seen. I think it's just that, like, we're going to enter into just that, the boom cycle for crypto.
Cool. All right. And I just want to say this. There's some nice people in the chat here. Edward Vincent says, you are nice. Crypto Talk Now, VR. And guess what? Miss T says, I am nice. Yes. You know what? It's almost like being in love. In this chat right here, when you're watching Crypto Talk Now and you're listening to Max and Larry, it's almost like being in love. And there's a lot of love in the air. So that's great things. All right. Tim Shea says, hey, Jeff. And B, Ricky. So with a Bitcoin high of 90K in 2024, it has to start now to get there. Well, I'm not sure who predicted the 90,000 in 2024, but you're right. It has to be like, it's kind of like taking, an airplane taking off. It has to, it's not going to just go straight up like a rocket ship. It has to have like a takeoff. Look at that. He's back. Z in the chat there. Of course, Jeff Pruden and the Count of Monte Crypto. Accumulation markup or bull run is what we all need right now. He's laughing nervously, perhaps. XXI Gaming. Loving the red I see in the market. Your crypto doom and gloomer is back in the form of XXI Gaming. B, Ricky. Hopefully it wasn't a gratitude rock. Oh, that's some funny stuff right there. Yes, I don't think he fell on a gratitude rock. It was a bigger rock. It was bigger than gratitude piece of wood. It was a big rock because he's a big man. So, I mean, I hope he's better. All right. Miss T is here and she's being a cool lady. Has her shades on. Tim Shea, I didn't act on the Coinbase rumor at all. Happy with my long-term Luna Classic bag. Most of my position is staked. I have 2 smaller bags in case I want to trade for any reason. Great to diversify even your individual bags of tokens, coins. There's nothing wrong with having. Max, do you do it that way, or do you just kind of have like one bag of something? So if you've got like Luna Classic on a few different wallets, or do you just kind of consolidate them to one?
My Luna Classic, I just have it on KuCoin, and I have been DCing into that. I don't know how many times I did that, like maybe 6 times or something like that. But there's nothing wrong with getting it on different exchanges and so on, or like what Tim's basically doing and so on. We all have our own reasons for what we do with our Luna Classic or whatever else we have in our portfolio.
Look at this. This is great to hear. Michael Montclair. I invited my fiance also. She's learning a lot from listening. You see that? If you ever have trouble, I'm not talking about Michael because, he's a good guy. If anybody ever has trouble in their marriage or with their relationship or something like that, girlfriend, boyfriend thing, all they have to do is listen to the show because love is in the air. Everyone gets along. Everyone says nice things in the chat for the most part. Sometimes we have some weirdos here, but it's great because, if you're having a bad day or you need, a little pick me up and you want to learn about crypto, you can listen to Max and then, hopefully we'll entertain you a little bit. You can watch patches. If you're a little tired, you can kind of pretend that you're patches and take a nap. So fun stuff. That's good that everyone is getting their spouses involved. That's what we need to see. All right. So, or fiancés or girlfriends, boyfriends, well, soon to be spouse. I love my new Z. How about that? Did you get, you got one. Well, congratulations on that car. All right, Michael Montclair. Thanks, Tim, and everyone. New album out next year. I'll post on YouTube. Okay, great.
I think Z is referring to his avatar as a Z.
Okay. XXI Gaming, you were very close, my friend. He's the first one. I'm going to star that one. He's very close. Let's see if somebody guesses it. Because the answer is actually 4. That was the number I was thinking about in the 1 through 10 guessing game. And let's see. So far, 5 is the closest, but that's only the first one. Laugh out loud, I bet. And Michael Montclair is tied, is also a 5. But XXI Gaming, did you retweet it? So we'll have to see. Now, I mean my picture. All right, Tim Shea says, I won already. Also won some E today, so keep me out of this one. All right, thank you for your generosity. Michael Montclair, 7. Oh, look at that. So far we have a winner. Let's see if anyone tied it. I better look to see when this stops.
Congratulations, Brian Dowie.
Looks like Brian Dowie might be the only one that picked 4. Let's see. Boom. Legrand Commission. And there's the link to retweet. Hey, click the link to enter. Hey. 3, 4. XXI Gaming. But did you? Okay. You already guessed once. That was the first guess. But I don't know if he retweeted or not. All right. So I'm going to look in a second, but Luna Classic has come close to be listed on Coinbase, is still hesitant to list it. One of the many reasons is that Korean authorities are still looking into the co-founder of Luna Classic. That's a good point. They don't want to have egg on their face because they're going to be highly regulated. Let's just face it. They're in the US. It's an exchange. We have to be careful. I mean, they have to be careful. But thank you. That is a good point. I mean, you don't want to, don't you think so, Max? You don't want to just get this guy back in there if he's going to be arrested, a few months later.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, I don't know. I just think he has too much of a tarnished reputation, but maybe he's brought some things to the table behind the scenes that we don't know about that he was mentioning to, for instance, I don't know, the terror rebels or whoever, right? And maybe he can bring a lot, but it's just that the tarnished name.
All right, let me just check this here because I'm curious. I think Brian Dowie, yes, he was cheese, right? Brian Dowie, let's go. Brian Dowie profile. I'm pretty sure Brian Dowie won, but let me just verify just to be safe. Oh, there's 6 people that retweeted it. And also Michael Montclair, he retweeted it from Max's. So let's see, retweets. And thank you to XXI Gaming, Pulse Chainer, Rafael Santos, wait a minute. Carly Crypto retweeted it. And Crypto Talk Now, VR Entertainment only. Is this the same one? Okay. So these are the people that retweeted it. And, or is that, no, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong one. That's the bull run. I'm sorry. I apologize. All right. So it was 7 people. Here we go. And I just want to recognize you guys. So here it is. Sorry. B. Thank you, B. How about that? So it worked. Great job, whoever suggested that. Maybe it was Legrand or someone else suggested about doing this retweet thing. Maybe it was Z. XXI Gaming. Thank you. And Tim, thank you. And Cheese, of course. Thank you for that. And Legrand, Raphael, myself, and of course, Michael Montclair. And so, Cheese, you were the first one, right? Let's see. Yep. You are Brian Dowie. And you guessed first. And guess what? You retweeted it. And does he have the app? That's the question. Let me see. I'm going to look on my phone. Let me see if you have it. And if you didn't have it, we'll give you a little bit of a grace period, right? We'll let you download it. Let me go into my app on my phone. Spaces. Okay. Just bear with me 1 second. We've got 25 members in there. I'm going to click on members. That's how you do it. See? Click on members. And Brian Dowie, you are in there. And congratulations. You have won. And what has he won, Johnny?
Absolutely nothing. No, I'm kidding.
And he has won. If you go to cryptotalknow.net, you can check out the collection yourself. Click on this tab. It says NFTs. And congratulations. You have won perhaps a random patches NFT, unless there's a specific color or design you want. Maybe we can accommodate that if it hasn't already been distributed or won or purchased. We might be able to do that. But what you need to do is contact Legrand Commission, if you would, on Twitter. Send them a message, and they will, Legrand will connect with you, get your wallet address, tell you what type of wallet you need. I think it's a Polygon-based NFT, correct, Max?
Pretty sure it is, yeah.
Pretty sure. Okay, so he'll connect with you to get your proper wallet information and make sure that you get your brand new, shiny, beautiful, beautiful patches NFT. All right, so that's it. Now we're going to keep going here and get through the comments. We're almost done here. Click to enter, and these are all just the numbers. We'll just keep going. Thank you for participating. She loves the music, Miss T from Michael Montclair. Luna Classic has come. All right, we read this one, 10, sorry. Michael, there you go. Tim Shea says Michael's singing seems to brighten things up. It does. It's exciting stuff. From my car, laugh out loud. Thanks. All right, Tim Shea. B. Ricky sounds like one of my favorite singers, Frank Sinatra. Exactly. That's what he means. He was inspired. I believe his uncle worked with Frank Sinatra. We'll have to find out more about that. Joyce, got myself into crypto. Then I got my sons in. How about that? B. Ricky.
That's awesome.
It is not a rumor. It's a 2.0 and Luna Classic joint thing. Legrand Commission. What I heard was that he was making some suggestions on how to make Luna Classic go up some. Influencers are taking that info like he's back in. Okay. Z.
Okay.
Max, thank you for participating last night in the space. I really couldn't have done it without you. I know it was cut short, but it was still fun while it lasted.
Yeah, no problem, man. I know you're pretty disappointed about your connection, Ruggin, but, you know, we'll get there, man. And I was glad to be there.
B. Ricky, well, it's been said that the devs have made it to where Luna Classic can't fail like before. So if he wants in, let him in. All right. Congratulations to Brian Dowie for winning what? A patches NFT. So congratulations, and thank you for recognizing that, Tim. And the Count of Monte Crypto. That's why I got into crypto. I believe there's a second boat coming, but fear that that's the last one there will ever be before the government destroys the crypto world. Hopefully they don't destroy it. They are definitely going to change some things. Z, Max, my wife's friend said you're super cute. Oh, how about that? Great. I didn't know you were married, Z.
All right. Well, thank you to your wife's friend.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for spreading the love. He's like, perhaps Z is being Cupid. He's shooting the arrow into Max's, I don't know what, his back, maybe? Is that what when Cupid shoots? No, he shoots it into his heart. That's what he does. And it doesn't hurt. Or well, love hurts a little bit sometimes. He's just sharing the love with Max and playing.
I just thought that Cupid shot it into people's butt.
Oh, it's not the heart? Well, that does. Oh, yeah, you know,
because he has a heart-shaped arrow and he shoots it at people's butt.
And that's where the heart is. It's like
it's in your butt. God.
It's just funny stuff. All right. Thanks, Tim. XXI Gaming. Congratulations to Brian Dowie. Thank you, Larry and Max and Legrand. Thank you. Let's go, Max.
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome.
It was me, foe. Z, I swear to God, I'm the smart one of the
He's
family.
not saying it was me, foe. He's saying it was me, fool. You know, like Mr. T. It was me, fool. I painted fool.
Okay.
Yeah, it was me, fool.
Okay. Brian Dowie, already have it. You follow me, Larry. Okay, cool. Z. Okay, maybe the third smart one, Max, and Legrand are kind of smart too. All right. Brian, message me on Twitter with your info. That's what I was. I'm glad you mentioned that. All right. Cool Cat Crypto. He's got his duck sauce. And I'm not sure what he's doing, but $1 million. What's up, Cool Cat? And Brian Dowie says, thanks, Legrand.
You got to say it the right way. Tonight. You got to do the Dr. Evil, Larry.
Oh, yeah. $1 million.
Yes, there you
go. Tim Shea, Cool Cat Duck Farts, pound. Michael Montclair, let's do it. Do it. But make sure he has limited control. Oh. I'm not sure what that is it about making the show or the music for the show? I'm not sure. Brian.
No, talking about the Doquan.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, I think Monty sounds like a pro singer. Oh, Monty, yeah. Michael Montclair. Yes, he is. The Count of Monte Crypto. I thought he was talking about the Count of Monte Crypto for a second. I was like, wait a minute. There's Michael Montclair.
I was just thinking that.
Count. Yeah. There's two Monties. Monty, he's to go to America. He's got talent. It is the butt. That is where Cupid, just so you guys know, we bring you valuable information like the fact that Pepe Le Pew was canceled and also the fictional character, Cupid, shoots you in the butt with a heart-shaped arrow.
Like that one song goes, what in the butt?
I'm going to just check it out right now. So okay. Cupid. Let's start there. Now, pictures. Yes, it is like this. Yes, okay. This is what we normally see, but I don't see. Let's just try to get confirmation. Where is he shooting the arrow?
But see, he has a heart-shaped arrow, and he does fire it in the butt.
He's got a heart-shaped arrow. He does. There's a lot of weird stuff here. All right, so
because why would he want to fire in somebody's heart if it's an arrow? He's going to kill the person, but he fires it in their butt. It's not going to kill them.
Oh, it just kind of wakes them up.
Yeah, no, I mean, have you ever listened to Sam Cooke, one of the greatest singers of all time, by the way? You know, Cupid, draw back your bow, and what?
Shoot him in the butt?
No.
Okay, I haven't heard that one.
But then again, it goes, Cupid, draw back your bow, and fire. I don't know. I have to look up the lyrics on that one. I think he says, straight to my lover's heart for me. Well, that's for that particular song. You may be onto something. Anyway.
I don't know. I want to know. I'm kind of curious about it. Does Cupid? Let's ask the audience. If you think that Cupid, just going to be just 2 words to get the algorithm going. If you think that Cupid fires this arrow into your butt, it's heart-shaped. Or if you think, just say butt. Or don't say it. Actually, don't say it because people are going to look at you weird. If you're in the grocery store or something and you're trying to, there's a old lady next to you and you start just yelling butt, they're going to think you're weird. Just type the word butt. And if you think that the Cupid character shoots his arrow, is it a guy? He shoots his arrow into your heart. Just type the word heart.
Never mind. It's been confirmed. You're right. Here, I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you right now. All right. So, insulted by Apollo, the god of music, poetry, art, and the sun. Over his archery prowess, Cupid fires a golden arrow into his heart. This causes him to fall madly in love with the nymph Daphne. Daphne, however, has been shot by a lead arrow, causing her to loathe Apollo.
Wait a minute. Time out. We just added more confusion to the argument because he's saying he shot the arrow into his own heart. He basically fell on his own sword.
I don't know.
Okay. He shoots it into his heart, and I believe this is what I have the answer. He shoots it into his heart to inspire his Cupidness or whatever, and then he shoots it into other people's butt.
I guess that's what
Please do not
CTN
clip
really
this.
is. The new CTN, Cupid Talk Now, CTN. There you go.
All right, Z, right in the butt cheek. All right, Cool Cat Crypto. Oh, I gave you some duck sauce. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, he's back. Linwa. Thank you. Good evening, guys. Hey,
good evening.
Linwa. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? You said you can't say hello twice. You got to say hello to specifically someone else, or I'm just going to keep talking about Lionel Richie. Miss T. Linwa, back at you, Tim Shea. Z, I woke up this morning late for a fishing trip, and I literally said to my buddy, I had too much duck sauce. I have that saying in my head for a couple of days because of Larry.
Because of Larry? I'm the one that originally got the duck from the Chinese restaurant, but okay.
Michael Montclair, Cool Cat Crypto. I've tried like 5 times. My duck sauce. There's some more duck sauce for you.
Oh my gosh.
We don't need any more sauce. We don't need any more of your special sauce, Cool Cat. We know what you're talking about. Be careful. This is a highly viewed show by the ladies, so we don't want to offend. Well, you know, they won't be offended. The ladies that watch are really cool people. Michael Montclair Hart. Lin Wah, can I ask you guys what you think about Meta Hero Project? Have you heard of that one?
Yeah, I have heard about it. I think we covered it a while back. It's been many, many months. I need to, look more back into it. I can't really give you a real opinion at this point. But we did briefly cover it, like, I don't know, man. It must have been like 3 months ago, something like that.
Yeah, it does sound vaguely familiar. Cool Cat Crypto is laughing appropriately with the tears running down his face. And Z says, have you ever seen the Cupid cartoons where he shoots the arrow and one of the characters is running super fast and trying to dodge the arrow, but the arrow always hits the mark? Yes. Guess what? Maybe like the Looney Tunes or something like that. Yeah, there they go. Butts. Everyone's saying butt. Culo, butt in Spanish, perhaps. El culo cheeks. What is culo? All right. Crypto talk now. Hablamos. Crypto. Guys, don't forget, I will be giving away one NFT worth $1,000. You must subscribe to my CTN English Spanish channel to be eligible for entry to win. Official announcement coming soon. Oh, you know what? We can plug that. Hold on. Share my screen. Stop. Share screen. And that is for, not for Cupid, but for this. Not for Michael Montclair. We talked about him, but Crypto Talk Hablamos. We changed the name of the channel. Hablamos Crypto, I think. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Crypto Talk hyphen Hablamos Crypto. You can go ahead and subscribe, and he'll be giving away one NFT worth $1,000. You must subscribe to his YouTube channel as seen here. I like the way he has his new
yeah, that looks really cool. That's a nice banner. You did a really good job on that.
I like it too.
Among other things, he does a good job on.
Yep, he's done a lot of great things. Z Chica le cule grande. Big butt. The Count of Monte Crypto. There's ladies in here, guys. Yes, be careful. Laugh out loud. No ma'ams. Z. Oh, did you come up with that? Damn duck sauce.
Yeah, because what happened was the Chinese restaurant forgot my duck sauce. And then that's when Cool Cat kept saying, my duck sauce. And now he's been saying it like all the time. My duck sauce.
April corn. Well, that's a special type of sauce. Squeaky sauce. The Count of Monte Crypto. Culo. And Cool Cat Crypto. It was not me who invented the duck sauce. That's a peach, not some cheeks, says Z. And Michael almost said it wrong. Michael Montclair. Daphne prays to Hera, and she turns Daphne into a tree. The laurel tree became a symbol of the wreaths they wear in the rulers or champions. Thank you for that. We're talking about Greek gods or something like that. Praise.
Greek mythology, yes.
April Cornwell. My birthday is 2 days after Valentine's Day. Just FYI. Well, you're going to have a great birthday because you're very, very close to the bull run. You're almost there. just a couple days off. It's going to be a great, great time in the Cornwell family household. Wow. They already have 7 children, though, so watch out. Wow, really, Legrand, I want that $1,000 NFT. Okay, thanks, guys. Lindwa. Z, Mike, going to have to pay out for 2 days in 1 week. Legrand, 602 subs already. Nice. And the count of Monty Crypto. Z is texting a peach, which means bust. That is correct. That is a very modern way of expressing that. Brian Dowie, sorry, 602. Yes. Yep. V-Day, then the birthday, laugh out. Sorry. You're going to have to buy some presents this year. He's doing very well. My duck sauce. My duck sauce loves my grill. And Zach looked hammered earlier on his live show. And what's Zach's name? Oh, Rectum. Oh. Rector. It was the butts. If we were talking too much about butts.
It's like Resurrector
Zach
Yoseca
Rector.
for Shaolin
No
to Mecca.
Is that what it's called? Rector? I mean, him.
Yeah.
Not it. Him. Yes. Thank you, Larry. We're on the wrong thing. My wife's friend said, smile, Max. Smile. Give us your pearly whites.
I already did that before.
Okay. Max, show him the smile. Remember in the old days, I would like poke you to Max, do the impersonation of whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? A candy? I don't know. Brian Dowie's got something there. And no, not Humphreys. No, not Zach Humphreys. No, Zach Rector. And if you guys want to know, because I messed up his name, but we could just show him here. You know what? He's on our website, isn't he? Let's see. Is he on there? Let's try it out. Let's go into creators on cryptotalknow.net. I don't think he's on there, is he? Not yet. Oh, you can put him on there if you want to. Crypto Lifer, Wendy, Legal, all these guys are on there. Crypto King, of course, Classic Crypto, blah, 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 blah. And Waddy. Nope, he's not on there. Well, we need to put him on or we can't find him. All right, that's it. And we're done with the comments. Back to you, Max.
All right. Well, I appreciate some of the suggestions, like Salman XTC Commander, 5 minutes of comments, 5 minutes of reading. It's going to be tough, but maybe we could get some kind of clock or something to kind of go back and forth and so on. We could try that, though, because, that last part of reading the comments was just like kind of like Larry reading the text at the same time. It just kind of takes a while. So with that said, we're going to get into Mayo Crypto, and basically it's like this. There's a Mayo coin with lots of mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, the whole 9 yards, bun, and so on. And what you want to do basically is you're going to divide the liquidity of that up. You're going to throw it right up across the wall next to a casting couch, and you're going to say to yourself, this project has the liquidity that you need. What do you think of that, Larry?
It sounds kind of gross.
All right, I'm just messing with you, man. All right.
Wait. I'm pronouncing something wrong. What is he talking about? My duck sauce?
I don't know.
Oh, mayo? No. I don't know. Sorry, I missed the reference. The count of Monty Crypto. A bull market can start before the accumulation stage first, and then and that can take 2 or 3 years, and then the bull market begins, or markup stage. All right, there's a long runway for the bull market. Mayo. Brian Dowie, you almost had a max. Well, I was trying to clear up the app there, and I want to go back in and tell everybody about something that I'm seeing here. Let me go back into it again. So what I would like to know is, Max, maybe you can help me out. So when I go onto the app, okay, I'm in there now. I can click on members, right? You see that? Is there a way I can find that on the website? Is there a members tab? Maybe it's under other or something.
Yeah. No, wait, you just go to more on the top right.
My darn thing is cut off. Well, let me just try to stretch it here.
Wow.
What is going on? There it is. Okay.
Hey,
nope. It still says NFTs.
Past the NFTs is a section called
there. That's what was going on. Oh, shoot. It still cut it off. Let me try hitting F11. Nope. That made it worse. Why is it cutting it off? Oh, well, I'll do it this way. More. There it is. Can you see it?
Yep.
Why is it way up here?
Because of your duck sauce.
Oh, I had to turn it over. No, I have the screen in between two screens. It's weird. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm sliding it all the way over because it's not fitting in the screen. All right, let me try it there. You see that right there? It doesn't fit in my screen. Why is that?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I got to drag it over. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm dragging it over to the other screen, and then I'm stretching it.
You probably have your resolution set differently, or your zoom like at 125, or I don't know. Like if you have it too zoomed in.
There's the merge.
You just go to the mayo side of the 3 dots, and then you rug it with some lettuce, and then you're basically able to put as much seasoning on that as you want.
So here's where you go with members. And let's see if we're in here. Nope, I must be doing something wrong. Hold on. Bear with me. This is the first time I've done it from the website. So I think I hit contact. Members. No. Groups to join. Members. Okay. Public members. Okay, well, it's a little bit different on here. I'm going to talk to Legrand about it. It's okay, so because on the app, I'm going to go back and look at. That's how I had to look up Brian Dowie to see if he was in here. It's got like a whole nice list of all the members. Whoops, I just lost it. Hold on. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, they can see it. You just muted yourself, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
So I'm wondering if we can get that on the website, like a list. Well, let me click on this one. Crypto Talk Now recorded videos. Let's see. It says public 25 members. Let's see if it lists
There's a few more I got to add to that. I meant to do that earlier.
We need to make this automated, so you shouldn't have to add it. That way we can just have it pop in there. We got to figure out how to do that. All right.
I still will have to well, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
It should just feed right into it to make it because there shouldn't be anyone manually doing it. But where are the members? Okay, members, I click here. Oh, you can see them that way in the groups. But I'm wondering if we can just get a general members list for the app on the website. All right, so there you go. And you can check out the recorded videos there. Let's see. Wait.
There's 3 videos that released today. I need to add them to the site. I will, though.
Cool. I'm just trying to read these comments. Okay, my Astros. Oh, the Astros! Congratulations! I told you a while ago because I'm a Yankee fan. I said, you know what? I don't think the Yankees can beat the Astros in the playoffs. I think the Astros are better. I can go back and look at it. So I'm not surprised that they won. But yeah, congratulations, all you Astro fans. Brian Dowie, Larry, gonna buy Mayo token before XRP. No, I'm waiting to dump one of the tokens that I got that I've become disenfranchised with. But I don't want to take too much of a loss. All right, so I'll buy the ISOs with that. Salamander in Space, the XCC commander, one of Wall Street's biggest banks, led by outspoken Bitcoin and crypto skeptic Jamie Dimon, has completed its first ever cross-border transaction using blockchain-based decentralized finance DeFi. You mean the Astros going to be part of that Mayo clan, Mayo Inu? I hate mayonnaise, just so you guys know, for the record. Linhua. The reason I go by Linhua is because I eat at a Chinese restaurant called Laiwa. Oh, Laiwa. Okay, so much that my friends started calling me Linhua because the restaurant knows me so well. Oh, well, that is cool.
That's funny you mentioned that. I used to go to a Chinese restaurant called Qinghua, and they went out of business, which is sad because they had the best fried rice ever. But yeah, I could relate to that.
Z likes bringing up the rear. Okay, it's all about the A's. All right, wait. I think I like the San Francisco Giants much better. Linhua. I actually have chicken chow mein tattooed on me. Oh, wow. He really likes Chinese food. Yes, the Giants for the win. Cool Cat Crypto. They were about to fight each other for Astros gear earlier at Academy. That's cool. Linhua. Second members. Crypto Talk now. No, Crypto Talk. Sorry, I'm not used to saying it that way. Crypto Talk, Hablamos. Crypto is there. Oh, the second members. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's stretch it over here. And members. Can you put it up? Hold on a second. I'm going to go into here. Oh, there's another members one. Okay. There they go. And there they all are. And sorry, I got to swipe this back over here. Max, can you do me a favor real quick? And then we're going to wrap it up. Can you go to the Crypto Talk Now website, cryptotalknow.net, please? There they all are. There's everybody.
Okay.
can you share that for a minute, please?
Sure. Okay, there you go.
All right. So hang on one second. Now it's got the logo in the way. All right. Can you go to the main page? That's the main page, right?
Yes.
Hang on one second. Let me just compare mine for a second. I'm just trying to see if it's cut off on yours. And the logo's in the way, darn it. NFTs, and then you got more, right? Can barely see it.
Yeah, it's on the top right.
So nothing's cut off. Okay, there it is. All right, so we got the members twice. All right, thank you for that. And Z, I don't even watch baseball, but I know the Giants are the best. Okay. Well, okay, the Count of Monte Crypto. I got a question for both of you. Oh, let's see. We're going to go. What is Larry and Max's ultimate goal in the crypto world? You want to go first, Max?
You can go first.
My ultimate goal is not so much with individual like crypto investing. My goal is to build a crypto news network that allows a lot of people to rise up and do what they want to do, whether it's content creation involving podcasts. Well, I've been talking to someone today about a podcast. You know what? Let me go into that for a second. I'm going to go because I texted it to my son because I hadn't heard of it before. And it is called Castbox. Have you heard of Castbox?
No, I have not heard of that.
So I've been working with someone that does podcasts, and it's going to be part of our business plan. So Castbox is one word. What it does is it kind of spiders out to all different podcast platforms. Like Joe Rogan and all those guys do podcasts, and then it grabs the best of the best and puts it on one platform. So it does all the work of all these individual podcast things we don't have to worry about. We just go with Castbox and we'll be blasted all over the place. So that's one of the things for the Max and Larry show, and then some other live shows we'll have on here. So my goal, like I said, is to see a lot of people succeed with content creation through all this stuff here. Let me just share this one more time just so you guys can see it. Share screen. Sorry, we got to go back and forth with it. So, of course, through cryptotalknow.net and some other things we're working on, the app as well. And then all these different platforms that we're on. And I think that, it's a great story for someone like Edward, for example, to come up, because he hasn't, I don't think he's made any content before in anything, like on video or voice, but I could be wrong, or audio, I should say. So it's nice to see that. I think there'll be others that follow. And so my ultimate goal is to create a crypto news network that is informative and entertaining and across a wide array of platforms that we can't even get into now because there's so many of them. What about you, Max?
To answer that question, my ultimate goal for the crypto world is to be able to create financial freedom as well as generational wealth, whether it's for myself, whatever family I have and so on. Right now, like as far as direct family, it's just my dad and myself, but at the same time, I want to be able to show other people, opportunity, showing that there's another way out when it comes to all this, that it's not just working a 9-to-5 job or whatever the case be, and so on. Educating people about crypto and, all the benefits of it and so on, and have them understand that, there's some solid projects to get into, and that there's utility behind that, use cases and so on. But yeah, those are some of my eventual goals after creating that financial freedom and so on. I eventually want to create my own video game. That's been a dream I've had for many years. I also want to be able to financially maybe provide, like, for areas of the communities I used to live in and so on, or help certain good quality friends that I have and so on, maybe that they're struggling, or family members and whatnot, and feeling like I could provide and help people that are in need and whatnot. So yeah, I have a big grocery list of things I want to do.
All right, cool. And thank you for that, Max. I think this is a good time. We ended on a great note to wrap up. We will be starting the Discord meeting. Give us about 5 minutes. I got to refill my water and have a little snack, and we'll meet everyone that wants to meet in the Discord. I would ask that you do get there in 5 minutes because, everyone has things to do and some people have to sleep. So if we could start, let's just make it 6 minutes, 11:05 sharp, if we could. And then that way we're not waiting there for 20 minutes and no one's there. So anybody that wants to meet, if you could be there at 11:05 Eastern Standard Time, 5 minutes actually from now. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care.